Hello, it's me. And today we are going to look at some more American Civil War ghosts. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. In this video, I will be looking at 6 American Civil War ghosts. The first ghost is actually from the USS Monitor. The USS Monitor was one of the most important ships of the American Civil War. It was an ironclad ship, and it fought in the first battle between two ironclads, which took place off the coast of North Carolina. In 1862, a lot of people died when the ship sank. It happened during a storm. The ship split in half, and many of the crew were lost. The sinking of the USS Monitor remains one of the most famous disasters of the U.S. Navy. Many sailors have claimed to see the ghost of the Monitor. They claim that they see its glowing apparition sailing through the waves during storms. It seems to appear as if the ship is still fighting the elements just as it did when it was alive. One of the most popular stories involves the Monitor's pilot house, which is said to appear as a ghost light on the darkest nights. Some have even reported seeing the outlines of the crew rushing about the deck as if trying to save the ship from sinking. Most of these sightings take place around the 4th of February each year, which marks the anniversary of the ship's sinking. To this day, no one knows exactly what caused the ship to sink. All we know is that it was carrying out an escort mission and it became trapped in a storm. This made it easier for the Confederate forces to attack it. That led to the ship splitting in two. We can only imagine how terrifying it would have been to be on board the ship as it split in two. You can almost feel the panic rising up inside you as the ship starts to break apart. How would you escape such a situation? I don't think I could. Would you? The next ghost is that of Mary Chesnut. Mary Chesnut was a young woman who lived in Charleston, South Carolina. She fell in love with a man named John Stanley. He was an officer in the Union Army. When the Civil War began, she had to hide her relationship with him because if anyone found out that she was seeing a Yankee, she would have been shunned by society. Her parents were very strict and did not approve of John at all. Despite their disapproval, Mary and John managed to keep their relationship a secret for a while. But eventually they were caught. An angry mob then dragged John away and shot him dead. They then came for Mary, but she hid in the basement of her family home. After the war, her family helped cover up what had happened to John. They put out false reports claiming that he had deserted and joined the Confederacy. For years, Mary blamed herself for what had happened to John. She believed that if she hadn't loved him, he wouldn't have been killed. Eventually, she went insane and died believing that John's ghost was haunting her. To this day, some people believe that Mary's ghost can be seen wandering the streets of Charleston. She is said to be searching for her lost love and may never find peace until he is found. There are several other similar stories from the time period. Women who had relationships with Union soldiers were often killed by angry mobs. They were seen as traitors to the South and there was no mercy for them. Can you imagine being killed simply because you loved someone from the other side? It's hard to believe that this could happen today, but back then it did. Our next ghost is that of Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln's ghost has been seen many times by people all over the United States. He is said to appear as a tall, gaunt man wearing a stovepipe hat. Most of the sightings happen in places where Lincoln used to visit, such as Ford's Theater, where he was assassinated. People also report seeing his ghost walking along the streets of Washington, D.C., and standing on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. It's even said that Lincoln's ghost has appeared in photographs taken at his tomb in Springfield, Illinois. One of the most famous photographs of his ghost was taken in 1936 by a man named William H. Harrison. He was taking a picture of Lincoln's tomb when he noticed a strange white mist in the photograph. When he developed the film, he saw that the mist was actually the ghost of Lincoln himself. There are many different theories as to why Lincoln's ghost appears so often. Some say that he is trying to warn people about the future of the country. Others say that he is simply looking over his beloved Union. Whatever the reason, there is no denying that Abraham Lincoln's ghost continues to fascinate people all over the world. Next up is the ghost of Confederate President Jefferson Davis. Davis's ghost is said to haunt the halls of the White House and the United States Capitol building. He is often seen wearing his Confederate uniform and carrying a sword. It's said that his ghost walks the halls at night, reliving his glory days as president. Davis was captured by the Union Army in 1865, and he spent the rest of the war in prison. He was released in 1867, and he spent the rest of his life writing about the Confederacy. He died in 1889, and he was buried in Richmond, Virginia. Despite his death, people still claim to see his ghost wandering the halls of power in Washington, D.C. Some say that Davis is simply trying to make sense of the changes that have taken place in the country since his death. Others say that he is angry about the way he was treated by the Union Army. Whatever the case, there is no denying that Jefferson Davis's ghost continues to terrify those who encounter it. Moving on, we have the ghost of George Pickett. Pickett was a Confederate general who led one of the most important charges of the Civil War. He led his men in an attack on Fort Wagner, which was defended by black troops. The attack failed, and Pickett's men suffered heavy casualties. Pickett himself was killed in the battle. His body was recovered by Confederate soldiers, and he was buried in Hollywood Cemetery in Richmond, Virginia. It's said that the ghost of Pickett can often be seen walking around the battlefield where he died. He is often seen wearing his Confederate uniform and carrying his sword. Some say that Pickett is trying to find the body of his men who died in the attack. Others say that he is reliving the battle over and over again in his head. Whatever the case, there is no denying that the ghost of George Pickett is one of the most terrifying ghosts of the Civil War. Finally, we have the ghost of Stonewall Jackson. Jackson was one of the most important Confederate generals of the Civil War. He was known for his military genius and his ability to inspire his troops. He was killed in 1863 during the Battle of Chancellorsville. It's said that his ghost can often be seen walking around the battlefield where he died. He is often seen wearing his Confederate uniform and carrying his sword. Some say that Jackson is trying to protect the bodies of his fallen soldiers. Others say that he is watching over the Confederacy from beyond the grave. Whatever the case, there is no denying that the ghost of Stonewall Jackson is one of the most powerful ghosts of the Civil War. These are just a few of the many Civil War ghosts that are said to haunt the United States. If you want to learn more about these ghosts or hear more ghost stories, let me know. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.